Hello agents and welcome to Shadow Gaming. I'm Agent Shadow and today I want to show you guys what I think is the best DPS build using Hunter's Fury in the game right now in Title Update 11. I made a build video without the Memento backpack that you can check out in the top right card, but if you have the Memento and the Backfire, this is definitely the build that you want to be running. This build is my absolute favorite to run in Title Update 11 right now, and I don't think there's any other contender for that unless you just don't have the Memento backpack or the Backfire exotic SMG. And remember, you can get them from the Season 3 reward track. The Memento is level 90 and I believe the Backfire is season level 60. I can shred through content easily solo and in groups, but this build shines the most when you are solo for sure. But before I get started, remember, if you enjoy my content, please consider hitting the subscribe and like buttons below. You can also check the pinned comment below for extra support for my channel, like becoming a member for exclusive perks, merchandise, my Discord server, and my Shadow Crew clan on all platforms. Thank you, agents. Alright guys, so let's get started with the specialization. Now you have two different ones you can run. That'd be Firewall and Gunner. I choose Gunner just because, of course, you get that 10% armor on kill. You get every third reload is 50% faster. You get that 10% of total ammo capacity every 60 seconds. And you get 10% weapon handling while you're not moving as long as you're motionless for 1 second. Like I've said in my previous build video, you can use Firewall as well with that striker shield that gives you, I believe it's a 11% damage per enemy bonus, but it's really just not worth it. You can also get that 30% bonus armor during cover to cover moves. I honestly just don't think it's worth it because on my Crusader shield, I'm running I believe it's a 6 or 7% damage per enemy bonus mod, and that works fine with me. Alright guys, so on to the main build, the weapons. I run a double SMG build because I love the Dark Winter and I really love this new Backfire exotic SMG. They're both extremely good. Of course, you could run other SMGs if you prefer. You can run the Apartment, which is a DZ exclusive like the Dark Winter, or you can run the Lady Death, but you're not able to run the Backfire as well. Just depends on what you want to do. Remember, these builds are like templates. You could choose what you want, but this is what I think is the best. So of course the Dark Winter comes with Perfect Killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants 50% crit hit damage for 10 seconds. This is a build where you don't have that much crit hit chance, crit hit damage. I mean, I'm near the cap for the 60% crit hit chance just because of a few bad rolls. But you really want that at 60%, and this is going to be somewhere around 110 to 120%. So that's because you don't get all those extra brand bonuses, of course, but that's because we're running the Memento backpack and Hunter's Fury set. So we'll get to that in a second though. Now the second one, and why I run the Backfire instead of like the Mop or another sort of shotgun, I just like having the dual SMGs because both of them are extremely powerful and burst enemies down fast. It doesn't give you that 10% armor on kill like the Mop does, but it is just insane amounts of damage because you get payment in kind. Dealing damage to enemies adds a stack of 1% crit hit damage up to 200 stacks lasting 10 seconds. So you get up to 200 crit hit damage, but on reload you get a 10-second bleed to yourself, which deals a 0.5% armor damage per stack. Now you can skip this reload if you just swap right during the end of the animation. So you can usually skip this bleed to yourself kind of through a little bug or whatever in the game. But otherwise, there's going to be times where you are bleeding from the reload. Otherwise, it's completely worth it for how much damage you're dealing. And it's an awesome new SMG. And you get it from the Season 3 reward track. It's not like you have to hunt it down or get it like the Ridgeway class or Pride, where it's just a lot of effort to get it. You just have to grind XP. And if you need help with that, I got a video I'll put in the top right card that makes it easy to do, and that's how I got it in, I think, 2 days. I put like 5 hours of work into it and got to season level 90 that fast. Alright, so let's move on to the gear because, of course, the pistol doesn't really matter. If you want to, you could run the new card custom TDI. It does give you an additional skill tier, and what you're going to want to roll on this is Future Perfect. that's going to be what you want to roll on this weapon if you're going to run it. So onto the gear, we got the 4 pieces of Hunter's Fury. Of course, the 2 pieces gives you 50% shotgun and SMG damage. So of course, we're just using the SMGs. That's great, an extra 15% SMG damage. 3 pieces gives you 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill. And then 4 pieces gives you Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20. And killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. And remember, this disorients is a status effect. So if you're interested, you can run the Vial Mask with it and it will activate. It's also pretty good to run with the Imperial Dynasty holster as well if you're looking for a little, something different in the build. But this is just my favorite way to run it with DPS. For the chest piece, I run the Sokolov Concern for the extra 10% SMG damage. Now, this weapon handling needs to be crit hit chance, so this is what I would put on it. If you get the chest piece, you want weapon damage, crit hit damage, and crit hit chance. And then of course, Obliterate. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, and it stacks now up to 25 times. It used to be 15. That's an extra 10% weapon damage. And while it's additive and not multiplicative like Intimidate, I think this is still the best way to go, and I shred through content even faster than the build that I put out a few days ago. So this is definitely the way that I like to run it. If you like something else, that's fine, but I think this is the way to go. Alright agents, finally we're going to the star of the build, the Memento Exotic Backpack. I think this backpack is the best exotic in the game for sure, hands down. I just don't see anything that beats it right now. You can run this with a DPS build, a tank build, a skill build, whatever. It fits all playstyles, and I really enjoy it the most right now on a DPS build. Now, it comes with all 3 core stats, the weapon damage, the armor, and the skill tier. This is really important too, because remember, we run around with like a Crusader shield with the DPS builds, and it's a skill tier 0 shield. Because of the Memento, I mean, right now I'm running at tier 3, so this is really amazing for what it does, and it does a lot more than that too. Kill confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. So this one's going to scale with my primary, which is a red core, and that's an extra 5% weapon damage. And then for every trophy collected, you gain an additional 1% weapon damage, skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds. That's a lot of time, and it stacks up 30 times at the max. Now, skill efficiency is a new thing that they put in this game, and I suspect that it's going to be something pretty big like they did with weapon handling that's going to go on a lot more than just this one backpack. But for right now, this is the only place where skill efficiency exists. Now that gives you 1% of skill damage, skill haste, skill repair, skill duration, all that good stuff. So there's a lot that comes out of this backpack that you get, but you do kind of have to work for it. Every time that you get a kill, you do have to pick up that trophy, and this is what makes it a little anti-group build. Because if someone steals your kill or gets the kill, quicker than you or whatever, then you're unable to pick up the next drop, the next trophy. But when you're solo, you pick them all up, so you maintain the long-term and short-term bonuses almost 100% of the time. It's really amazing for a solo build, and I still recommend it in groups. It's not going to be as powerful as solo just because of the reason I stated before, but otherwise it's still amazing to run. And then of course for the skills, like any other DPS build, I run the Revive Hive. Now, of course, that gives us a little bit more charges. That doesn't even matter. It gives us more Reviver armor repair, which I guess kind of helps. But really, none of that matters. What matters is the tier 3 shield that we can get, the Crusader shield. That gives us 30% more active regen, 100% shield health, and 15% holstered regen. So the mods for this, I always like to put that damage bonus per enemy mod on it, which I think goes up to 7%. And then otherwise I put on shield health and active regeneration. For the Revive Hive, I always do the Reviver Armor Repair, and then Range, and then Health. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is the best build with the Memento for DPS that I've put together so far. Of course, you could run it with, a lot of other things, but this is what I prefer to run it with. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe and like if you enjoy the content. You can click the join button below to become a member of my channel. It really helps support me and my dream of being a full-time content creator. I make daily Division 2 content like daily targeted loot guide videos, a lot more stuff like build videos like this one, discussions, everything related to Division 2. I run my own clan, the Shadow Crew clan, on PC, Xbox, and PS4. So if you are an active member, you can always join. Just hit up our Discord, which is in the pinned comment below, the link for it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Take care, agents, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.